We had a big ice storm come through town, y'all, and it kind of wreaked havoc on our little morning. So anyway, welcome to the Big Promo Cast. This is episode 48. And we are doing this thing over a long distance today. It's a blistering 26 degrees outside. I'm Rich, and here's the news. Not really. I'm going to talk about a couple of Super Bowl ads that I liked, and also ways to maximize impact of virtual events with promo swag stuff.
And I am going to be talking a little bit about in-person events, as well as tips from the Princess Bride.
Oh, I like that story too. That was good.
Welcome to the Big Promo Cast with Amber and Rich. In this podcast, Amber and Rich discuss the world of marketing, branding, and promotional products. Now, here's Amber and Rich.
Hey guys, I'm coming to you from HQ, and Amber's in her home office. And how's everybody doing today?
Doing pretty good.
Awesome. Yeah, it's kind of chilly out. We are
Kinda. Yeah, it's very chilly out.
True. Yeah. My little commute took me an extra 45 seconds today because I live 10 houses away, and it was a slow go. But anyway, worked out fine now. Did you watch Super Bowl?
No.
Oh, come on. Not even any of it?
No, I don't even know who won.
Oh, it doesn't matter who won. But Tom Brady won again if it matters. But anyway, it's fine. I wish he would have dropped his trophy in the drink yesterday, but if you hadn't seen the news, you probably don't know. They were on a bunch of boats, and he threw the trophy from one boat to the other, and it could have went down the ocean. So anyway,
Wow.
He didn't do it though, so that's cool. What's on your mind? Anything on your mind?
I have no kids for like 5 days.
Holy moly, what are you going to do? And the next 5 days is going to be like a freezing ice storm. So
I know. Like, honestly, I'm really worried about my kids just because if they're not here, then I have no control.
That's right.
Over
She
where
went
they
away.
go
She went
and
away.
stuff.
I forgot about that. She went away this week. The middle one went away. Yeah.
Yeah, she went with her dad for the week because he got married yesterday.
Holy moly.
And then we didn't pick up, or we're not going to pick up the oldest one today because of the weather. And then the youngest one is with his mom until Sunday.
Incredible. Wow. It's like having a vacation. So I don't know what. And there's nowhere to go, and there's nothing to do. That's fantastic.
Yeah, the husband and I almost went out last night, but we were like, nah, the weather's a bad idea.
It is a bad idea. You're right. You want to go first? You want me to go first?
You can go first.
I love watching Super Bowl commercials, so I'm going to show a couple of Super Bowl commercials. Well, Super Bowl commercial news, I guess. Where is it? Here we are. This commercial that talks about the Jason Alexander hoodie is a scream. Just watch a little bit of it, but every time the kid drops something on it, it changes his face. It's a howl.
Hey,
come on.
You have to wash Jason Alexander hoodie.
It looks clean to me.
Is it though?
Anyway, that's it. I don't want to show the whole thing, but it was pretty funny.
Wow.
There's a way you can win that or buy one. I think they had a limited edition kind of thing, so that was pretty cool. And the other one I want to talk about is Oatly. Oatly did well. If you didn't see the commercial, it's not going to mean anything to you. But Oatly did a bizarre Super Bowl ad with the owner singing a song about how there's no cows being used or something. It was really bad. But the owner of the company is the one that did the commercial. So they made a T-shirt, and it sold out really fast. But the T-shirt said, "I totally hated that commercial." Anyway, it was awesome. Super Bowl swag is fun. Super Bowl promos are fun.
Yes.
I don't know.
Yes,
I really like them a lot. But I don't know. That's all I have to say about the Super Bowl. I just think it's really cool, and I wish I had one of those Jason Alexander hoodies because he's I don't know which face I would get though. Maybe the scared face or something. Anyway.
Super Bowl ads always tend to be really intriguing.
Well, everything was spending. They charged every bit as much for them this year, but spending was down. It wasn't overall. I'm sorry, not spending. Viewership was down. I don't know how they can justify charging as much as they did. Oh yeah, the ratings on the Super Bowl itself were lower than normal. I don't know why people are stuck at home, but maybe people just aren't interested in football. I don't know, because I kind of wasn't into it because I didn't. COVID, and you're stuck at the house all the time. I don't know. I really, there's no crowds at the game. I mean, the Super Bowl, they only let 25,000 people in, and then they piped in fake audience noise and cheers and stuff like that to make it sound like it was a real big full stadium. So,
wow. And
everybody crashed on the halftime show, and as many people hated it as liked it. So I don't know. I mean, I watched a little bit of the Super Bowl. I had it on, but I was watching it basically for the ads and just for the excuse not to do anything else. So anyway, but that's all I have to say about the Super Bowl.
Alrighty.
Go ahead.
So marketers are saying that the COVID vaccine is going to start bringing back in-person events.
Okay.
Which makes sense. They're not really sure if it's going to be happening in 2021 or not.
Uh-huh.
But it's definitely something that marketers are looking toward. So what this means for business owners is that we should really start prepping our offices for bringing employees back.
Okay.
Because some employees are probably going to remain remote employees. But I'm sure that plenty of employees are going to start coming back to the office, and we need to make sure that our workspaces are prepared for that, making sure that we're able to socially distance and making sure that sanitation is, properly applied and easy access. But this vaccine and what it will do for events is going to mean that we should probably start looking at doing the in-person events. Now, personally, I would say don't plan for anything prior to, toward the end of the year, because we're still going to be getting people getting the vaccines. We're going to be getting more options for the vaccines and stuff like that.
Right.
But I think we really do need to start prepping for those in-person events, conferences and conventions and whatnot. I think that they're really going to be coming back pretty soon.
Where'd you get this article from? Did I have a link to it, or is that? Oh, I do. Yes. I do have one. Okay, I see it. I see it. Yeah. Well, it says they hope to create the quick return, but I don't know. I've been to a couple of our industry events, local stuff lately. Like the last one I did was at an Embassy Suites, and every exhibitor, they rented a whole floor, and every exhibitor had a room. And the doors were open, and so you could walk. I don't know if you've been to an Embassy Suites. The way it's designed is that there's an atrium, and so there's probably 50 rooms around the circumference of this atrium, and you walked into every room if you wanted to and see what was there. But it was very like only one person at a time and that kind of stuff. I don't know. It was kind of weird, but it is what it is. It was fun. As far as a full blown.
Welcome to the Big Promo Cast with Amber.
Gosh, these buttons. As far as going to events and attending and schmoozing with people and hobnobbing and shaking hands, I'm not down for it. Not anytime soon. But if people are, I'm here for you. But I don't think I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
There's just too much. We've come too far to throw it all away right now. That's my personal opinion. I don't want to. I don't want to give it up. I don't want to all of a sudden say no. And plus, there's all these variants coming in, and we don't know if the vaccines are going to work on the variants. And it's, yes, marketers create hope for a quick return of in-person events, but man, I tell you what, I wouldn't buy any plane tickets or make any reservations anytime soon. That's just me.
But I know that there are plenty of people out there that absolutely would.
Oh, sure there would. And there's plenty of people that'll go to a Super Bowl and sit around a parade in the middle of downtown Tampa and
Yep.
no mask and get drunk and just kissing each other and who knows what. And it's just people be crazy, yo. And I don't want to. That's the kind of, it's like driving today. It's not that you can't drive, it's that everybody else is what you're worried about. And it's just like COVID. You just don't want to go around a bunch of people because you don't know what's been doing. It's horrible. But that's the way it works. That's the way it goes. So anything else about that?
Nope.
No? Let's see. I'm going to close this one and close this one. So here you bracket. Come on. Why is my computer's going so slow because of this stupid thing? Well, that's not the one I wanted. I wanted this one. Come on, Rich. 7 ways. There we go. Cool. So if I go here and if I go to that one, there's the PIP. 7 ways to maximize the impact of promotional products for virtual events. Because I think virtual events are here to stay. And we've done several virtual event projects. We've done coffee kits. We've done, thank you gifts for people that went. Branded very, nobody wants a big fat logo on top of a mug, but they do want a clever message, or they do want a something subtle, like maybe a little tone on tone or a small logo, and there's ways to do it. Use a theme is one to create cohesiveness. Choose items that can be used during the event. Like if you have a happy hour, you send drink kits, or if you have an exercise or a stretching or a yoga or a meditation event, you can have incense or yoga mats or gel packs, that kind of thing. This thing says use swag bags. People aren't really going anywhere. I mean, maybe use the bag for after the fact. Encourage unboxing videos. Maybe you do a promotion where they unbox it on Instagram and they tag it the right way, and it creates FOMO and it creates excitement for the event before it goes on. There's a bunch of ways to use swag, sending straight to people that are doing virtuals at home without having to make people show up at your event and risk getting sick and risk spreading the disease. So I think virtual stuff's going to be at least around for the end of this year. Even if it's not, I mean, some people, they're going to try to do in-person events, I'm sure, but I'll tell you what, I bet these virtual meetings are still going to be around for a while. That's all.
Oh, I honestly bet that they're going to be around far longer than, this COVID issue that we have, because it's going to provide more people more opportunities. Because if you have, say you have a national event going on and you want certain team members in your company that's all across the country, you want them to all attend this event. If some of them cannot, afford the flight, or they can't get away from their family or something like that, they can still be able to attend the virtual event and get the messaging and the information that they need.
Right.
I bet you that
that's actually
this virtual stuff is going to go on forever.
And that's actually kind of cool, because there's now that it kind of opens up the world to doing things that you never thought you'd be able to do, or that you never would have considered doing because of the expense involved and the time away and the travel time. I mean, heck, if you go to a trade show, you have a day of travel there and a day of travel back, plus all the days you're out of the office while you're there. So it's just the expense and the time is a whole thing. I mean, but again, when I've done virtual stuff here in the office, sometimes I don't pay attention to it. It's hard to stay engaged unless you're really, really into the topic that's being going on. So, and that's a challenge.
Sure.
And that's why swag kind of works because you can have people do certain things at certain times during the day where they have to be there for this event or for this unboxing or for this speaker, and it's based on whatever you sent them. I mean, there's ways to drive engagement with the event, because that's another thing is a lot of people sign up and then they don't go. And like, oh, I'll just watch the replay. I was watching some seminar about a guy that puts on virtual events. He says they don't make the replays available for 90 days. So if they do it, like if they did a virtual event today, they wouldn't make the video available till April. But that encourages people to go to the event while the event's going on, because that's what they want, is they want a instant impact. Because do you really watch it? It's like, how many times do you DVR a show and then you never ever watch that show? It's the same kind of thing. I mean, are you going to watch it later? Are you really going to watch it later? That's the deal. So you want people to look at it right now when it's time to look at it. But yeah, virtual events. And you were talking a minute ago about people bringing back to work. I think office spaces are going to be dropping in size. All of a sudden you don't need 20,000 square feet anymore because you don't have all these people coming into your office anymore. If your workforce is down by 50%, that means your rent is down 50% because you don't have that much space. So a lot of people don't need to be in an office to do what they do. They didn't need to before, and they just did it because that's just the way it was done. So anyway, that's all I know about that. What else you got?
All right. So The Princess Bride is one of my favorite movies.
It is. That's true.
Yes. And I was actually watching it about a week ago, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And I was thinking, I was able to figure out some different business tips that we can learn from The Princess Bride.
Okay.
Based on what different things that the characters do in there.
Okay.
And I was actually thinking, I want to do more of these, getting business tips from different movies.
Sure.
I think it's really interesting and, maybe fairly engaging. I don't know.
Let your creative juices flow a little bit. Let your creative juices flow and you can watch the movies. That's good.
Yeah. The first one I have is helping out other people, even the competition. So in part of the movie, Inigo Montoya is going to get ready to fight the Man in Black, but the Man in Black is hanging over the edge of the cliff.
Mm-hmm.
So Inigo actually helps pull him up so that way they can prepare to fight.
That's funny.
And I think that that's like a cool idea or a cool concept of making sure that your competitors are at least on even playing ground with you.
Right. We get calls all the time from competitors looking for products that we have. And I've used to get mad about it, and now I just give them the information. I'll just tell them where to get it because we don't need to. There's plenty of room for everybody. So I don't mind doing that. That's not a bad way to be.
The second one is to explain your process thoroughly. So Wesley is talking to Prince Humperdinck about To the Pain. Basically, he's going to fight them, and it's not going to be to the death. It's going to be to the pain. And he maps out exactly what that's going to look like.
Mm-hmm.
And it is so important for people to understand process in business. Whether it's your customers or your employees, you need to make sure that people know what to expect.
Okay.
The next one is to be kind. So, Fezzik, who's played by Andre the Giant, he's an awesome character. He is kind throughout this whole movie. Like, he's the brute force, but in part of it, he's going after the Man in Black, and he tries to help him feel a little better that he's, while they're fighting, that the Man in Black is actually getting somewhere. And he even says, I would hate for anyone to die embarrassed.
Of course.
So kindness is absolutely important.
I love Andre the Giant. He's awesome.
Yes. And the fourth one is the image that you have up right now, the networking guide from Inigo. And he says, "Hello, my name is Inigo Montoya. You killed my father, prepare to die."
He says it like this. You killed my father. Prepare to die.
My name is Inigo Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die.
Yes. And, you know, I've seen this meme go around forever about it, you know, showing the introduction. And I actually can't read that from here. And I didn't write it down. But introducing yourself.
Yeah. Polite greeting, name, relevant personal link, and manage expectations.
Yes.
That's pretty funny.
And I also have a bonus tip from The Princess Bride.
All right.
Something you'll only find if you're watching our podcast or listening. The bonus tip is to listen with intent. So the story of The Princess Bride is being told to a little boy who's in bed sick, and is being read by his grandfather. And at the beginning of the movie, you see that the little boy really has no interest in hearing the story. He thinks it's going to be dumb. He thinks it's going to be a kissing book.
Yeah.
And but he sits there and he listens to it anyway. And he listens to the whole story. And he gets involved, gets engaged in the story, and he ends up liking it. And so listening with intent can help you make decisions that maybe you didn't think about before, help you come up with better ideas. There's all kinds of benefits that you can find from listening with intent.
Yeah. I forgot. Yeah, that's funny. When I think about The Princess Bride, I never forget about, I never seem to remember that it's Peter Falk telling the story to Fred Savage. It doesn't even... once I watch it, I say, oh, of course, that's what's happening. But you don't think about that. You think about the characters of Andre the Giants and Billy Crystal and all those guys. You don't think, I never knew. Well, I didn't know. It's not, I never knew. There was a thing on CBS Sunday Morning last Sunday about Robin Wright, who played the princess. But she was, I never put it together. She was also in House of Cards and she's been in a bunch of stuff. But I never put it together that she was in Princess Bride. She was really good. What else was she in? She was anyway. I don't want to get too off on a tangent, but of course the Bone Dragon. Anyway, yeah, that's a good one, and that's a good thing for you to start. Movies to run your life by. Maybe we need to set up a new category on the blog about that.
Oh yes.
Business tips from the Wolf of Wall Street or whatever. Well, you can probably think of 100 different things. Okay, phone, just stop ringing. I'll just let it ring. I don't care. Anything else about that?
No, that's all I got.
You got any shout outs?
Shout out to my husband for helping me get set up in here. Last time we did this remotely, I was struggling with my sound and my lighting and stuff. Mm-hmm. So I think it's at least a little better than it was.
It is. It looks good. Yeah, I like it. I would make it, well, I don't know. It's not a real light. It's just a window, right? Or something?
No, this is a light.
A photo light or just a light? Like a desk light?
Just a light.
Okay, cool. Yeah, it's kind of bright in the background. That's fine. It's fine for what it is. Are you using a webcam or a camera?
Webcam.
Okay. Yeah, that's all right. We might be able to set up that iPhone. Well, maybe we don't have to do this again. So anyway, maybe that would be the best way. My shout out is to the weather people for telling me last night that this weather was going to be bad today. So it gave me a little bit of a chance to prepare for it. But I don't really have anything else. Let's see. We've been going 26 minutes. Anything you want to add? Anything else you got to tell us? Anything we need to know?
Nothing I can think of.
All right, cool. Well, I'm going to shut this down then. Thanks for coming, everybody, if you came. And if you're watching the replay, thanks for watching the replay. Sorry, I was trying to remember what I was supposed to say. Please give us a like and subscribe to the channel if you got any value out of this, if you're so inclined. It really helps us out. And I guess we're going to shut it down now.
Everybody stay warm and stay safe.
That's right, because this cold is affecting a lot of people in the country. Anyway, you guys have a good time. See you later. Bye.